We're back now with the 2-year-olds, and usually the 2-year-olds are, they're either turned out or they're racing, but we have so many of them getting qualified now. It's a different type of list, right? We had Barbie's Crown racing tonight, which is Saturday. At Flamborough, we had qualifiers from Blue Monk and Set the Mood and Holy Chick. So let's get right to it. Adrenaline Rush still turned out. He's going to be turned out for a while. Barbie's Crown is racing tonight. Barbie's Crown's racing tonight, race 1 at Flamborough. Better's Hope is going to be turned out for a little bit longer yet. I would say towards the end of December, him and Adrenaline Rush will come back in. One, we wanted to give Better's Hope all the time in the world because there'll be no more breaks after this one. What we get back is what we're going to be dealing with, and it'll be up to him what he does with his time off. Adrenaline Rush had a long year, tough year for him, and he deserves a little extra time. So I think both of those horses will come in towards the end of the year. Blue Monk qualified the other day. I suspect he'll come back with another qualifier with him. Braemar will be out. I guess we'll give him till December 15th or so also. I still haven't decided what's going to happen at December 15th. Give me a week or so. Just let me get my head around everything else going around, and then we'll circle back to the horses that are turned out that may end up in another area. Brilliant Corners, again, December 15th for him. Broadway Roll went her third training trip back today. I saw her go. She looked good on the track. So Kevin's been in 2:30 with her. She's well on her way back. We'll have her back for London in the winter. Cambridge Star will be qualifying next week. He looked good on the track today. 2-3 at the farm by himself. I suspect Jason will qualify him next week at Flamborough, a week from today, I would say. Can't Muscle Me, Harry said he was in 2:20 with. Now, that was before today, so maybe 18 or 20 again, I suspect, with Can't Muscle Me. Captain's Maid will be coming back. She's had 6-8 weeks off. 6 or 8 weeks off. Somebody just sent me a message. 6 or 8 weeks off. She's coming back this week on the first truck available. Carry a Big Stick, trained him in 2.7 and 2 today. He's going to be going over to Mohawk on Wednesday. Cut the Line. She's qualifying today at Flamborough. Second qualifier for her. You'll see her race her first lifetime start next week. Eternity Road, we've shut him down now for another 2 weeks. I guess as much like COVID. We're just have another shutdown with this guy. It's going to be baby steps with him. And there's going to be no calendar training with this horse. You won't see him go every Wednesday he trains, every Saturday he trains, and in a month this is how fast he's been. It won't be that. Every day is a new day with this guy until we get that lag set up where he's comfortable and he's quiet on it and he's sound on it and his confidence level starts to grow. It's going to be baby steps with him. So he was still a little pinchy on, a little off starting off last week. But the deciding factor was on the Monday of last week, he was Tuesday. So he had Sunday off, he had missed Monday, maybe he had a temperature or something, and on Tuesday they jogged him and he was much better. That leads me to believe that 2 days off are what helped. And then Wednesday he was back to being sore again. So you do the math. You don't have to be the lead investigator, Scotland Yard, to figure that out. The horse still has some residual issues going on. Put a good blister on that leg, give him 2 weeks, start him back up. We have to give him a little more time. We will. I am committed to getting Eternity Road back to the races in the best shape possible. That's how I'm going to leave that. First Glance will be back in December 15th. Fox Valley Brits is going over to train at Mohawk on Wednesday. I suspect Jason will go a mile in 2-1, 2-2 with him. So he's getting close. The greatest news is he hasn't the hobbles on him yet. That's pretty cool. Fox Valley Britska could be much better without the hobbles on coming back. Frilly Fringes was a little sick. She missed a week of training. She trained this week. I imagine she'll be going to Mohawk this coming Wednesday. Maybe she can train with Britska if Johnny thinks she's ready to go with him. Girls with Swirls was sick today, so she's missed a week. This is a full week of no training for her, so this is going to push her back another 10 days or so. Jason just simply couldn't train her today. Gray is the new red. Turned out at Schaefer Farms, and somebody said, why PA? Well, just because it's an hour from where she was. It's a beautiful property out in the middle of nowhere with lots of hills and lots of feed and hay, and just wanted to run, get strong, bring her back. A fat gray filly, probably bring her back January 1st. That's the plan for her. That gives them almost 6 weeks for her and Rose Run. Why not? So that's fair. Where are we at? Crazy New Year. GW Chrome will come back within the next 2 weeks. I'd say GW Chrome will be back. Holy Chick, she qualified. She'll likely be racing next week, or Mario may opt to qualify her again. That will be up to him. If he wants to race, I assume London or Flamborough for Holy Chick. Happy to see and excited to see what she's going to do this fall. Eglarium, this is probably, as I sit here, I know some horses will come back good. I know some horses might end up being so-so. Probably one of the most highly anticipated returns of 2021 for me will be Eglarium. This is a filly that jogged in 58 at the Meadows, second in 55 in the mud in Philadelphia, and then we turned her out. There's just no more racing for her left. Turned her out. I'm really excited to see what Eglarium is going to do in 2021. We'll bring her Barbie back in also on December 15th. I'm a Lovely Lady will also return on the 15th. I'm Hill on Wheels, a little tender on his leg the other day. Harry blistered him. He's going to give him a week off. Italian Grits training down with Kevin. I forgot to ask him what he'd been with him, but he's back training now, and he was only off a month when they brought him back in. So we'll see what kind of shape Italian Grit's in. Jazzy Judy, I believe. Now, somebody had said to me there are other Now There's a 2 or Now There's a 1 races written for these horses over the next 3 weeks. I don't know if there's any. My plan and my intention fully was to turn Jazzy Judy out promptly after Tuesday's race. I'll talk to Jim if there's a place to race her and it makes sense, then we could. If not, stick to the plan we had. Jesse Balboa trained today in 2-4. He's ready to go. Probably school him next. Take him to Mohawk Wednesday or school him Friday. I don't know. Johnny will figure that out. I saw Keystone Raven train today. She looked good. Now, she'd only been in maybe 220, but she looked really, really good. Really, really good training today. Where are we at? Let's Roll On trained yesterday. He trained good. He'll probably go to Mohawk in another 3 weeks. 2 weeks we'll take him over to Mohawk. No Free Lunch. We'll come back in. We'll leave him towards the end of December. I want to give him lots of time. He had a tough year. Ended it with a win. So we give him lots of time off. We'll bring him back probably the end of December. No Free Lunch. I jumped over a number of horses. I went from Let's Roll On to 5 horses down. Come on. Let's Roll On. Miss Meringue. She'll come back in December 15th. Mama Knows Best, 15th. My Jazz, 15th. No Free Lunch towards the end of the year with Northern Blizzard. Goes without saying, this horse raced hard and raced right into the month of November, I believe. He'll have till January 1st off. Thereabouts. Perfect Record will be back in another 10 days or so. He only got a short rest. We'll race him throughout the winter, and it'll be up to him what he wants to do. If he's a racehorse, then we'll probably sell him. If he's a good horse, then we'll keep him and race him. But that will be up to him in the coming months. Rose Run Why Not, as I said, end of December for her and Gray as the New Red. They're both out at Schaefer Farms. Set the Mood actually put the big kick. It was a bold strategy with that hard move halfway around the last turn in the wind. They come out of the turn, and he's like, wow, that's a long, long stretch. And he ended up doing the moonwalk a little bit, but finished third, did his work well, finished off his mile well. Very happy with what I saw from Set the Mood. He'll go back for one more qualifier next week. Cyrus Blue Chip, Kevin, another horse, like Better's Hope. This is it. We gave you all the time in the world. We're going to bring you back. It's up to you now. And that's the position that Cyrus Blue Chip is in when he comes back January 1st. So Admirable's back now training along with Stacy Hanover. Stacy's not training yet. She's back jogging, which will lead to training. We'll see how those two end up, but both of them I'm very interested in. Sweet Ambitions, I saw her. She's jogging back now. She'll start training next week. Tanzanite Tricks, I broke the news. I just wasn't happy with what I saw when I went with her the other day, so we're going to give her a month off. She's going out to the field Monday. She had hit herself in the qualifier. Couldn't figure out why she looked so bumpy after the half. Looks like when that horse made a break in front of her and James checked her, she touched that left shin. The leg blew up a little bit. The swelling and heat is out now. We'll turn her out on Monday. Alright, who do we got after the big girl here? That's My Girl is in Ohio. She's going to be out till January 1st. Tipsy and Dixie will come back closer maybe to the end of December. There's no real rush to have her back December 15th. We'll have her ready at the end, or bring her back at the end of December. Walk on the Moon is just now cleared to go out to the field. He's been in the stall since he hurt his eye. He'll be going out. He's sharp as a tack. He was ripping around his stall today when I saw him. He's going out in the field on Monday also. So 2 to go out, Tanzanite Tricks and Walk on the Moon. Warwi was up. I don't think he's back jogging yet. I think he has had his last treatment of that tendon. And I assume hand walking, light work, things of that nature. So Where We Was Up won't even start back, I don't think, until first part of the year. Where We Welcome will be coming back this week just to start jogging back. Welland Down in the 15th, and Won My Heart Hanover 2-2 at the farm today, which is Saturday. 2-2 at the farm today. I suspect she'll be in to qualify next week. So that's all the horses. That's all the 2-year-olds. We'll be back in a minute with all the 3-year-olds.